Alright, so hopefully you respect this, but this is my first roleplay video, and yeah, it's not charging. Okay, well, hopefully you enjoy this, my first ever roleplay video, and let's go. Is it charging now? Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, where am I? Now, what in the world is this place? This is weird. It was like a tree. I think that's what that is. What the? Tree, can you get me out of here? Of course trees don't talk. Well, I'll have to fight my way out of here. Oh. What the? I got a log. That's cool. Dude, it's water. Water. Oh, I could just swim across the whole time. That's crazy. Ooh, there's a house. Maybe they have something inside. Ooh, what's this? Oh, yeah, maybe don't go in there. Oh. Oh, a chest. I wonder what's in here. Troll. And he got inside of the well, what he got in the chest was actually really cool and awesome. He got bread and an axe. Where'd it go? But don't. An axe. Dude, we're okay, bro. And an axe. Here we go. And he's like, I can finally do something useful. So he came out. Just put the axe there. He came out. And then he looks around and he sees plants. And he's like, oh, yippee. He goes there and he eats the plants. And he's like, oh, that was disgusting. So then he goes to this house and he knocks on the door. Alright, yeah, he knocks on the door, and here he comes, and he knocks on the door like boom, boom, and a guy answers, and a villager, an actual villager just comes out. We don't have a villager, so villager. What should the villager be? This. A villager says, like and subscribe and get away from my house. And then Steve's like, no, you are dumb. And he smacks the villager in the face. And, Iron Goblin goes. That was accurate noise. And he smacks Steve so hard he goes right almost into the nether, and then he starts twerking because, and then he's like, Oh my gosh, that hurt. I gotta get out of here. So Steve runs as fast as he can inside of this random citizen's house. And the villagers inside is like, like and subscribe. And then he connects his hands to make the actual villager. And then he's so surprised that he's the real villager. Hi, Sadie. Go, please. And, he's like, oh my gosh. So then he was able to craft blocks. And so he made a crafting table. So he just placed it in the corner like so. And then he's like, I could get used to this place because this place is like really easy to, yeah. So he comes out, and then what he doesn't realize is that already it has turned night. And when Steve sees that, he looks outside and he straight up just sees a skeleton. Well, hello again, friend. I'm a skeleton, returning from the dead, returning to be relevant again. So I'm following trends to the nether in the end. And then he's like knocking on the door like boom, boom. And Steve is like scared to death, but the Iron Golem knows that Steve's in that house. And he's like, I don't want to save that house, but there's a villager in there. So he goes to the house and he smacks the skeleton so hard that the skeleton goes and he dies. And the Iron Golem's like, okay, I gotta go inside and kill Steve. So he knocks on the door, and that was enough. I glitched the stairs over there. That's crazy, bro. Since I glitched the stairs, I'm just gonna spawn new stairs because that's crazy. And then Steve thinks there's another skeleton out, and he's like, all right, I gotta block the doors. So he is so scared and convinced there's a skeleton. He straight up grabs his wood planks and he barricades the door. And now Steve is scared to death because, yeah, and then somehow, skeletons are spawning inside of his house. I don't know where they went. Bruh. There he is. So a skeleton decided to break in. Everyone's dead. And then there's a skeleton inside, and Steve's like screaming like, help me, and because he forgot how to break things, so he's just trying to open this up, and he doesn't know how to break things besides trees. So then the skeleton comes in, Steve's at half a heart, so Steve does something really cool. You see this crack right there? Steve, no clips. He was able to get out alive somehow. And no one knows how he got out. He just did some sort of dream techno blade all stuff. So, yeah. That's a pretty cool role play so far. And then what the there's no Minecraft mobs in here.
Dang it. There's like no Minecraft mobs. Oh. And then this zombie comes like brains. And then Steve is like, you're not scary. He hits the zombie and himself. And the zombie goes, "Whoa!" And he dies. And then Steve's just like, woohoo! And then later, he was able to build. Are you ready? To build this thing, which he calls a boat, but it's really just a stupid build that no one would make because it's so stupid. And so on his boat that doesn't work, that kind of looks like an arena. Because he doesn't know how to craft a boat yet. Because he's dumb. And so he's building this thing that he calls a pirate ship and a boat at the same time. So he builds it, and then he finally confesses it and said, this sucks. It's now a castle. And yeah, so he built a castle out of cobblestone. Honestly, I'd do the same thing, but don't tell anybody. Because I'll get roasted. That I'd build a castle out of cobblestone. Well, it's kind of realistic, I guess. So his castle is indestructible to mobs. So, like, mobs cannot harm his castle. So he gets up after building, and he's like, this is the best thing I've ever built. And then he looks outside, and once he built it, it has... It has become daytime. I think the Minecraft map is broken now. Because I'm pretty sure there's a Minecraft day that was getting used. Crap. Well, that's fine. And where's Steve? Steve. And then he's like, oh my gosh, I did it. I survived. And then he's just having a lovely day in his house. And then the zombie's like, because, can I spawn fire? No, I can't spawn fire. Bro, I can't spawn fire? Are you kidding me? Like, bruh. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so then... Alright, guys, we gotta find fire. I don't know. Bro, there's like no fire. You know what? We can make something work. Aha, idea. And then, plot twist, the zombie actually had a cool helmet on. Then the helmet broke, and now it's gone. So, then the zombie's like gonna hide under a tree now. He's gonna be like, when's that coming, bro? And then Steve is gonna come, and the story has ended. Goodbye. Guys, I hope you liked that role play, and bye-bye.